welcome to the next episode of Biswa Speaks. So, today I'm here to talk about something that a lot of people ask me since I have done a lot of transitions in my career. I get asked a lot that how am I able to do so many transitions? So, it does require deliberate self awareness, deliberate planning, and curiosity on your part to know what you're going to do next. And and then thinking about how can you make use of your own um, skills that would be useful for the next job that you're applying to. So I hope this episode is something that you will gain a lot of knowledge from. And I hope this is something that will give you a glimpse about my life, about my career. I started my career as a content writer. It was right after my MBA. And unfortunately, there was a tragic event back at my home, and I could not focus on the job that I was actually got placed at. Um, and then I had to leave that job and take a hiatus of 3 months. Then I could, after a lot of self-reflection, I wanted to. I knew that I didn't want to continue in the field that I did my MBA in. Thankfully, I did a dual master's degree, which is like I did it in finance and marketing, and I was always very much curious about how marketing works and how digital marketing works specifically. So back then, I kind of learned a lot about digital marketing and went ahead and um, applied for a job in a digital marketing firm. After spending 2 months over there and learning basics of digital marketing, I went ahead and applied for a role in Bangalore. That was like a foot in the door to start my career. So I didn't really care about what role am I getting as long as my skills are getting used to make some money. I didn't want to stay as a burden in my family. So I just went ahead and accepted the role of content writing with Byju's. And I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful that I got that job. And then slowly picking up bit by bit a lot of other skills by being in Byju's. I kind of went ahead and did some small other projects. Even uh, after completing my own job, I was trying to get into freelancing a bit, and then I kind of learned a lot of basics about digital marketing in that 1 year that I was in Byju's. And I went ahead and applied for a position in a PR agency as an account executive. Soon after that, I realized that that PR is not my cup of tea, and I thankfully I got to know that what I don't want. In my career, and I went ahead and applied for a role of account executive in a digital marketing firm. That's when I learned a lot more about digital marketing, and I was able to handle clients back then as well. And then because I kept on networking with my peers back in Byju's and a lot of other places that I was in, I kind of got a job in IIM Bangalore, which was a big leap for me and for my career. And I started there as an intern. Um, One thing is for sure, in these transitions, I made sure that I am not looking down upon any of the jobs, even though I am an MBA myself. Um, my outlook for jobs is not something that a normal human being would be, thinking about. So if someone is an MBA, some person would just, think that, hey, I will be leading a company, or I would be having a team under me. But I never, um, gave any space to that kind of thinking in my mind, because all I wanted even now is something that would ease my curiosity while I'm doing my work, as well as gaining skills when I know that um, if those skills is something that would help me make money. And I kept on doing that. I was not really enchanted by the leadership positions, or how much more money can I get. I was totally into gaining skills for the first few years of my career. And that actually paid off really well in the long term. Um, so yes, then coming back to my journey, I was in IIM Bangalore, and I kind of got to learn about social media marketing, content marketing, and then I helped IIM Bangalore in setting the standard operating procedures for their own social media pages, and that helped gain me exposures to a lot of things. Um, Simultaneously, I was also doing freelancing. I was freelancing with one of my digital marketing guru, who I was referring to when I was doing MBA, which was a dream come true for me. And I kind of worked with him for a year, almost a year, and I kind of got the ropes of how community management works. And I fell in love with community management. And um, that's when I kind of got the lesson that whatever you are learning, you got to share it with your community. And while sharing, I kind of got a good personal brand of myself, and that actually helped me in getting the next role that is in BMC software. And I kind of, while networking with a lot of people, I kind of got what community is and how can I help big organization in communities, community building and maintaining a community. So that's when I kind of started learning and following the gurus of the community industry. Started sharing a lot in the communities of managers, and that actually helped me gain a little bit of personal branding that helped me get the new job at BMC Software. Now, I didn't know that BMC Software was actually a corporate setup, but a startup at heart. That helped me gain a knowledge of how do we um, stay in a corporate while being agile at heart. So that was something that was pretty fascinating to me, and I kept learning for the next 2 years. And then I learned that community is one piece. I wanted to become an advocate of the customers. So that's where I got to know that there is a field called customer experience, and I kept learning about customer experience. And thankfully, in BMC software, I had a person who actually gave me an intro to customer experience, and through her, I learned a lot. And for the next 1 year, I kept learning about customer experience. I kept learning the tool called Qualtrics, and I kept learning the in and outs of how surveys are created in Qualtrics, how surveys dashboards are created. That's when that skill came in handy for my next job, that is in LabCorp, and I joined LabCorp as a senior analyst customer feedback. That was my proper customer experience job, and that's where I grew fond of what the customers are talking about, what are their pain points, what is it that is working well for them, what isn't, and how do we translate those data to the business stakeholders that we work for. Uh, this helped me become a little more fluent in the analytics part of customer feedback, because LabCorp was a B2C company, and they had around 2 million responses for their surveys in a year, which is like huge. And using my community skills and my marketing skills, I got to know that no matter how huge the data set is, we have to segment the users to make it more sustainable for the business that we are serving. So it also, the marketing also talks about speaking to your users in their own language. You have to study your users and get to know what they actually care about. So all the business stakeholders um, that I was involved with, I kind of made sure that whatever we are presenting, whatever I'm talking about, made sense to them. And it wasn't very easy. It takes a lot of digging and a lot of research to actually get there. Again, research is something that is very close to my heart, and I kind of kept my curiosity going on for the UX part of things. So, quantitative research and qualitative research is a skill that could come in handy for any UX and CX person. So, I gained a certificate. I actually went for a class for from Human Factors International, and I gained a little bit of um, behind the scenes of how UX research works, and those methods always come in handy when you are in CX. And then this year I got the job at ABB as a voice of customer project specialist, and I'm helping the team with the, as you can guess, with the feedback from the customers, from the consumers, that is the internal ABB employees, and how are we making their lives easy through the information system or the tools that they are using at ABB. So that's about my transition. I hope this was useful. Let me know. And if there is anything that you would like to deep dive into, then let me know. And I'm happy to do that. Thanks.